So DC makes good films now.
Save Martha! Why did you say that name?
Not that one. This one.
Justice League. We are facing an existential threat to the planet.
Hi, hey, hello. Welcome to my first video around movies. Quick one, beware of some spoilers in this because A, I don't care about spoilers, and B, I'm probably not going to watch it anyway, knowing the audience of this at the moment is family and friends. And yeah, if you want to watch it first, and then come back and see my thoughts. It's also not going to be a stereotypical review because I haven't done one of them in 8 or 9 years, and also with video format I think that's kind of boring. So it's just going to be me talking about some stuff and seeing how it goes. So it's called My Thoughts, not a review. As you may know, the lockdown has caused some films this year, nearly everything out this summer, to be pushed back. Some films are 3 months. And some films are like a year. We move on. But in the absence of a big flashy superhero film, I'm going for a bit of a talk on a big flashy animated superhero film. It's different. It's different. Justice League Dark, Apokolips War. Justice League Dark, Apokolips War is the 15th film in the DC animated universe, and this film is the culmination of that. As the last movie in the franchise, it can basically do anything it wants. And it really does do some stuff, I'll tell you. Doesn't really follow any comic books either, so that gives it an extra level of freedom. I mean, the only thing it really takes is a similar name to Darkseid War, in the fact that it has war in the title and Darkseid's in it, but it only takes tiny portions out of comic books and puts it in. Anyway, the film starts off by introducing us to the main character, which isn't your typical Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. It is in fact actually John Constantine. Basically, he's the protagonist of a failed TV show and a very strange movie with Keanu Reeves in, but here he's really portrayed as a human and emotional character. This I feel is quite good because I don't really like Superman, Wonder Woman and Green Lanterns that much. Sorry to all the people that bloody love them, but the fact that they have really vague power levels and can just simply, like, Superman simply grows a new Superman when he had a problem one time. Like, he just creates powers when he needs them. Marvel is my favourite, but more because their characters are more relatable. They're human characters that have been given powers as opposed to a pantheon of gods that have to deal with humans. So here having a character who is a human and can genuinely just be killed really makes the story more powerful for me. And his arc of redemption in the film is actually much better because you can relate to him quite well. And you can relate to a human being in these ridiculous situations, no matter how skilled he is with his powers. And on top of that, what makes me really enjoy this film a little bit more is the fact that these heroes like Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lanterns, in the first 10 minutes of the film, half of these are killed, are depowered, are incapacitated, let's say. And it makes them much more human. I keep using this word, but it makes the stakes higher when you can relate and you know that they are in over their head. So off the bat, I thought that was quite an interesting choice to use Constantine as the through line and the human elements to guide us through the story. Some of the characters here have some very strange character traits. Superman at the very start is a little bit threatening and very over-determined compared to usual, which is a bit strange. and some of the characters are a little bit more violent than you might expect. But it really makes for a good film because you never really know what to expect. As I said earlier, the film can do whatever it wants. In the first 10 minutes, Superman tells them to go to a planet and go defeat the bad guy. It's the first 10 minutes of the film, so you know shit's going to go down, and it really does. They get their asses handed to them. So then the rest of the film is a story of the heroes getting each other to work together and get back to the place where they can fight the big bad guy and finally win and save the Earth. I mean, it's a fairly easy superhero story, but it's really played out quite well on here. There is so many characters in this film. You have the Teen Titans, you have the Suicide Squad, you have the Justice League, you have the Green Lanterns. It goes on and on and on. Villains, heroes, anyone that's been in these films at any point is in this. It really is a feat of animation when you can fit this many characters on screen and have them all interacting and it still be a coherent story. Very much like the Avengers, it's a testament to the writers that you can even get this many characters in a film and it make any sense. It's a shame that the live action films can't do this.
Why did you say that name?
They should be amazing. Make them amazing. Well, the Snyder Cut's coming soon now, apparently, so that's bound to be good. While I think the sheer number of characters, while I think the plot, and while I think some of the changes they make to the lore are quite good, I do have a couple of issues. Now, first of all, it is very like Avengers Endgame. I kind of said that a couple of times. In Endgame, they go and do a mission, they fail in the first 10 minutes, then they spend the next act trying to bring all the heroes back together to try and fight one more time and do a big mission. And then time travel elements as well, which I'll get into in a second. There's lots in here that you'll feel is very like Avengers Endgame. Obviously that might be a thing with how cinematic universes finish now, but it's an unavoidable comparison putting them together. I just don't think it beats Endgame when you compare the two, and with a story so comparable, it's a bit of a hard burden to bear for the film. Another issue that I had very quickly, and this is spoilers, so if you wanted to ever watch this film, don't tell me I spoiled it for you. I'm giving you the warning now. Go away, watch it, come back. Basically, the Flash, at the end of all of the film, decides that he's going to go back and rewrite the whole thing. Yeah, great. Thematically makes sense. He started this franchise off going back in time. Flashpoint Paradox in 2013, where he goes back in time, changes time, things go wrong, and then he comes back and he changes it again, leads to this point. He ends the franchise going back in time. Cracking. But realistically, it just makes this whole story, which has heroes getting ripped in half, which has heroes fighting, which has heroes doing all sorts of stuff, which is just fantastic to watch on screen, and then they go, nah, never happened. It's on par with It Was All a Dream. But apart from that, the entire film really is a blast, and I really enjoyed the entire nearly 2-hour runtime, except for the last 20 seconds or so. I do have to give a good shout out to the final battles, which take place in 3 separate areas, obviously incorporating Swamp Thing into the big machines trying to destroy the Earth, the LexCorp fight with Suicide Squad and Lois Lane, and then the Apokolips fight with Superman, Wonder Woman, blah blah blah, where it's a 3-level fight where each one directly influences what happens in the other one. And that reminds me really of Return of the Jedi, which, that level of nostalgia, I'm good with. I think that kind of structure of battle really works. There is also a level of rewatchability of when John Constantine's redemptive arc finishes, you figure out some stuff that when you go back and watch it a second time, I've watched this for 3 times now to review, it kind of shows at the very start and a bit through the story that people knew about it the whole time, or that it was a deeper plot than you thought. I thought that was quite cool. Anyway, I thought this film was really good, except for the end bit. I don't think it ruins the whole film. If you're gonna watch it, enjoy it. It's really good, and hopefully it will push you into watching some of the other ones. But if not, then, I mean, you watched my video anyway, so. Anyway, let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, comment, all that lovely stuff, and I'll see you in the next video, which should be a cheeky FIFA 21 video, I think. Yeah, see you in the next one.